Build your business into an asset of value. It sounds like such an appealing idea, doesn't it? But building your business into an asset of value that you can one day sell for a heap of money is seldom achieved. Over the last 30 years, I've come across a diversity of entrepreneurs. Most people start a business out of necessity, out of a need to generate an income. For these types of entrepreneurs, their business is a means to an end, a conduit, a way of generating an income and nothing more. Personal and professional services businesses fall into this category. An accountant may run her accounting practice for 40 years, earning good income from fees, paying operational expenses and investing in operational assets, and then retire without realizing any capital from exiting the business. And that is perfectly fine. If you start this type of business and you understand from the outset that this business is only a means to an end, a way for generating an income, and that the business will never develop into an asset of value, and then if you're smart, you will take the monies that you earn from the business and invest that in a portfolio of assets to build your wealth, that is perfectly fine. But many entrepreneurs start out on the journey with a vague idea of one day selling their business and then generating a heap of money with which to retire. Sadly, very few entrepreneurs achieve this end. The best that most entrepreneurs get from selling their business is assets minus liabilities, a fire sale value, a very disappointing result. So how do you build a business into an asset of value? An asset of value that you can one day sell for a good amount of money. The business must become both financially and operationally independent of you, its owner. To achieve operational independence, you must build a business into a machine that can operate without your continual involvement. A machine consisting of people, processes, and policies. People with the right skills to do the work. Processes, the methods perfected to produce the product or deliver the services, and policies, the rules that govern the way people behave in the business. But all of this requires investment. You need capital. You need money to recruit, train, and retain staff. You need capital to invest in operational and fixed assets. You need cash to pay for legal and accounting services. To become financially independent, the business must generate sufficient sales and sales revenue to cover the cost of sales and make a gross profit. A gross profit of sufficient value to cover operational expenses, to invest in operational and hard assets with which the business can build its asset base, and then generate net profits of sufficient value for the business's shareholders. Net profits of sufficient value to represent a real return on investment for the business's shareholders. For you are your business's first investor. A And this is where you find the difference between an entrepreneur that looks at his business as simply a means of generating an income and an entrepreneur that aspires to build his business into an asset of value. An entrepreneur who aims to build a business into an asset of value sees himself primarily as an investor. I know I'm dealing with such an entrepreneur when I look at the financial statements and I see that the entrepreneur pays himself a fixed income or salary from the business, as opposed to withdrawing all the profits from the business as income. When I look at the financial statements of the business and I see that the business retains profits as cash reserves, then I know I'm dealing with an entrepreneur who's looking to building his business into an asset of value. To succeed as an entrepreneur, you need to develop a whole set of skills. But to build your business into an asset of value, you need to develop an additional set of skills in a particular discipline, the discipline of business finance. Business finance is both a field of study and a discipline. A field of study aimed at understanding investing in a business and the value of money. Strategic planning aimed at creating value for customers, for suppliers, and for shareholders. Business modeling, the art of designing a business to give effect to your business strategy. Budgeting and forecasting, setting financial goals and monitoring your progress within the context of your business model. Profitability from trading activities, understanding and managing your trade cycle, and how money flows into and out of your business. Identifying available sources of capital and understanding the cost of capital. And then, lastly, the art of raising capital from financiers and investors. But business finance is also a discipline. It's about keeping your eye on the ball. And you do this by setting specific financial goals and implementing systems that allows you to track your progress. In his now famous book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey remarks that the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. It's so easy to get sidetracked in business. The pressures of dealing with competition and managing internal dynamics makes it hard for business owners to keep their focus. I have great news for you. You can develop all the skills you need for the entrepreneurial journey, regardless of where you find yourself in terms of your level of education or experience. And what's more, you don't need to attend a university or college. But what you do need is a determined focus on what you want to achieve. My name is Dion de Bruin. I started Constructum Consulting to help entrepreneurs raise capital from financiers and investors. You can access cost-free content by visiting Constructum Online Learning on YouTube. Look out for my latest series on business finance. For advice, you may contact me directly. My contact details will appear at the end of this video. Thank you for watching and all the best with your business.